Hello, hello, and welcome, everyone. How are you? It is Friday, and for me, it's a sad day because that's the day that I don't get to be here with you. Wow. Happy Friday to all of you. Happy weekend and happy month. My goodness, we are almost at the end of the month. Can you believe it? Times are just flying so quickly. I don't even know where it is. It's pretty soon it's going to be Christmas and we're going to celebrate Christmas. And hopefully it will be a good one, especially, experiencing so many hardships and experiencing hard times and difficult times and changing times. And so I'm hoping that and I'm praying that all of you that are watching right now are able to have a very blessed day and a very blessed weekend. I am so excited, everyone, to be here today. A lady that I admire, that I follow, that we've had sort of like a off and on relationship, not meaning that we just kind of lost touch and then we see each other again on social media because we're not doing things, networking outside of our homes. We are basically socializing on Zoom and conference calls and things like that. But I am so honored to have this lady. I look up to her, and she's done so many things. I've been honored to be part of one of her magazines that we have, that she has. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it. I will bring her on in a couple of seconds. I am so honored. I'm speaking, everyone, about Shelley Jarrett, and a very, very accomplished lady. And I am so honored to have her here today. It's about time. I mean, I've had her on the radio a couple of times, but now that we're doing YouTube here at home, at our home studio, it's different because we can't be at everywhere anytime because there is no events. But nevertheless, this is going to be a epic show where we have a lot of people being part of this network. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a biography because it's well deserved. And so you're seeing the picture there of Shelley Jarrett. She is a multiple award-winning entrepreneur, workshop facilitator, magazine publisher, woman advocate, documentary producer. So I'm not speaking just to anyone, everyone. A podcaster producer. So she's a fellow podcaster. With the explosion of social media and the internet marketing, as was imperative that she maintain the position of cutting edge, and she's definitely done that. She started as an image consultant, as I mentioned earlier, back in 2012. And I can't believe I've known you for that long, maybe a little less than that. And his primary objective was to help women and to dress for success in the workshop and the workplace, rather. She's been able to accomplish this through workshops, networking conference, training workshops, and media exposure. Now, with the pandemic in 2020, she restructured her business like many people, right? Many people have changed things around, had to think outside of the box, and she's done that as well. She's done, as I mentioned earlier, a magazine that I was honored and privileged to be part of it, SMJ Magazine, that took a life of its own. And she's done marketing for the magazine. Now she is doing a brand new thing. This lady never seems to amaze me, to help women working from home and to get education. But she's going to tell us all about that. And so let's welcome her with a wonderful round of applause. Hello.
Hi. Hello, and thank you so much, Liz. And thank you so much for being part of my entrepreneurial journey. That was I didn't believe I've done so many things, and I've known you, when I first launched my image consulting business back in 2012. Yeah, so I've been in business 8 years, and it's been an awesome ride.
It has been absolutely. I believe it's been an awesome ride. And off and on, I see you on social media and I see you doing things. Again, I was very, very honored to be part of your magazine, which was an incredible opportunity and privilege. I couldn't believe when I saw my picture on
We've done
magazine.
about 30.
Somebody talking about me. I'm like, what happened? But when somebody reads your bio, you, like yourself, you have done many things. You have accomplished so many things. And so for people that are watching us right now or will be watching us later on, because not this is not only on YouTube, but also on Periscope, but also on Facebook. Can you tell us, how did you get started, being an entrepreneur, creating your own thing, and not, getting out of the corporate world?
Well, like it's been like I said, an awesome ride, up and down. You know what it's like being an entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur as well. It hasn't been easy, but it's been life changing, of course. And so, yeah, I started back. I was in the financial field for about 17 years, and it was the recession before this pandemic year that really got me into entrepreneurship, because at that time I got pretty much laid off from financial services and working with
It's
the
kind
bank. and
of
and I thought I wanted to do a little bit more with my life, have a little more control over my time and my finances. So I decided to go, and I was encouraged actually to go and do a women's entrepreneurial course. And I
Mhm.
did that for 4 months, and that's where I learned all the different things that I needed to do to start my own business. And so it's been a journey. And like, I launched the image consulting company first, and then I thought I wanted to do a little bit more. And what I did with the consulting, I was quite successful actually. I dressed women for success in the workplace, women that were wanting to go back out into the workforce, stay-at-home moms, or
Mhm.
business women. Just little tips like how to dress appropriately so people will take you seriously for your business. And so I got all the professionals to come in, like the hair stylist, the makeup artist, and so we had a blast. But I
I know,
felt
and I've watched some of your older videos on YouTube,
right.
that you were able to help people that needed to be back on the work, but a
Yep.
mother. I remember seeing one of your stories, a mother that has been a homestay mom for a long
Yep.
time and decided to go back to the workplace, and
Hmm.
you give them the tools for
That
that
it
mother to be able to go back and dress for success.
right. And so
So
that
yeah,
led me to
inspiration, to be able to see women, they don't feel good, or would say they need to feel better, they need to contribute, and their job as a mommy is done. So you want to be able to help them. And what other examples inspire you to help women, to get back to the dress for success?
Oh, well, I've always been wanting to work with women because actually I do have a social work background. And this even with what's happening right now, it's brought me like full circle, like, because I thought I left the social work field to pursue financial services, but I've always worked with women, always in encourage women in empowerment, and so that women should be able to stand on their own and do things that they really wanted to do. So that's always been my pursuit. I have not distracted from that, but just in different areas. So I thought I wanted to leave the social work dealing with the women in domestic violence, because that's what I studied for, and I worked with women with domestic violence. So like I said, that means that's this dark place, and always with so much going on, there's never enough funding to help
Okay,
and support
here,
the women, the way I would like to. So that's how I left, and I went into financial services. And also at that time, my kids were much younger, and I was able to have more flexibility in my time. So I was able to raise my kids as a stay-at-home mom, but I did some other things. I didn't want to like get deeper into the social work, and so I moved to financial services, and that led me to and
I noticed,
even
Shelley,
when
one question that I'd ask you. Every time I see her, you still all beautiful, done up, hair, makeup is perfect, earrings. Like, I never cease to amaze me that wherever that I see you, you're always, dressing for success, and definitely
well,
showing,
I have
what
to,
you're
yeah,
really.
I have to set that example. I have to, if I say that it's gonna work for all women, then I have to show the example that it does work. So it doesn't matter what you're going through. You could be having a sad day, you could feel down, but you can still dress and show up. That's all you need to do. Dress well and show up, and then the universe would take care of everything after that. And so to bring me back a little bit
Wonderful,
to,
wonderful.
yeah, and I wanted
So
to
let's talk about
go
the
ahead.
magazine. The magazine came in later, and again,
Oh,
I was
okay.
honored and privileged to be part of that. What gave you the idea to start this magazine? What gave you the inspiration? And I remember you advertising in the Indigo, and people were asking about it. People were wondering how did this came about. A lot of people were purchasing the magazine because you were actually selling an Indigo store. So let's talk about that. I mean, incredible idea.
Okay. Well, sort of like one thing led to another. So I've been doing the workshops, and the community people started following me. Word got out. People started following me on social media, on Facebook. And so I thought, I want to take this work to another platform. I had no publishing experience, never went to publishing school media, nothing to do with media. The only thing I had going for me, my husband is an editor. So I said to him, well, I want to take this work that I'm doing to a larger platform. And I can think the only way I can do this is through magazine, through publishing. Would you be my editor in chief? And he agreed. And I put out on social media, on Facebook at the time, I'm looking for contributors to contribute to the magazine. I just want to stay in three areas. I don't want to be all over. I just want to do image, lifestyle, and business. And those are the three areas that we stuck to, because that is so broad. Like image is like branding and so forth, dressing for success, of course. And lifestyle is so broad. It's arts and entertainment, beauty and fashion, health and wellness, faith and community. You could always find me at a fashion show, or anything entertainment, in shows, in anything like that. You can find me in concerts, trade shows. So it's very broad. And then the business part is always, I want to be able to give back. So I would give entrepreneurs, up and coming business owners, a platform to tell their business story. And so that's how the magazine really started. And we grew from, a few writers to so many now. And we've done, like I said, 30 issues later. Yeah. So,
That is crazy. That is unbelievably crazy, and good for
mhm.
you. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Incredible. I'm
much.
so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And
Thank
now
you.
people are able to download it because it's an app, so which is wonderful. You don't have to worry about the
Yes,
paper, and people concerned with getting COVID through paper and all that. That's talking about COVID, Shelley. How has this affected you? And I know a lot of people, unfortunately, are suffering very, very hard with it. Some
very
people have
much.
lost their jobs. Some people have lost their business. Some people are, restructuring, which I see that is your case. How has it affected you, uh, in your business?
Well, like myself, this year we've had to scale back a bit with the magazines, because like this thing took everybody like, off guard, right? It just like came so sudden. And, I'm dealing with all the stresses. Some days are better than others. Some days like I can't take this no more. It's all over the news, and you're constantly checking on family to make sure they're okay. Even right now, my mother-in-law is in Edmonton, and they just mentioned that there's a breakout in the home. So we're constantly worried about things. We're calling all the time. So I'm going through the same thing what everybody's going through. They may have a loved one that they're concerned about, or a child that lives on their own. You got to keep checking, because mental health is very harsh right now. We're all going through this together. I'm hoping we can all come out on the other side better than this. But what I've done in order to keep myself going, like I said, we had to scale back on the business a bit. But out of that came, I launched an entrepreneurial e-course for women. And the thing is, for me, I'm always looking for opportunities, right? And in every disaster, any situation, there's always opportunities. It depends on if you're looking. And in order to keep ourselves going, and we always live with the thought of we living our purpose, and we always want to do good for society, do good for our community. So I got an inspiration that the same course that I did 8 years ago is the exact same course that I want to be able to offer it to women. It's for me, it's like a gift back to women in the community, because if I can be successful, the same modules, there's nothing different about it. There's how to do a business plan, how to set goals, financial goals, how, how to navigate the social media, because in 3 to 5 years, they're saying that all businesses would have to pivot online. Is from a virtual space. We'll all have to work from a virtual space. So we need to be learning all these different things to move our business, still doing the same business, but just from a virtual space. And so learning all the legal obligations if you want to run a business, marketing. As you know, Liz, marketing is one of the most challenging things in a business, because if you don't show up and show your business, nobody knows that you have a business. So all these different
Especially
skills.
nowadays. Especially
Yes,
nowadays, Shelley, because everybody, the whole world is on the internet. The whole world's on social media. So how are you
exactly.
distinguishing yourself from other businesses? How are you able to be in front of that perfect perspective? So it's very, very challenging. Absolutely. I know. I've been doing this for a long time, and
It is.
it's still very
I
challenging.
know.
But one of the things that I wanted to ask you, I first of all, I want to congratulate you for taking this leap of faith and getting into
Mhm.
this to help other people. Number one, so to come up with a course like that to help. So did you have to hire people? Did you partnership with other people? Are you doing classes yourself? How do people sign up? So let's give us the nitty gritty, because people need this.
Yeah.
Really,
Thank you.
people really need this, and
They do.
especially that a lot of colleges are closed. I have a friend that I was following, hairdressing, was doing hairdressing college. That college is not open yet, and so they're depending on that college to be open for them to graduate and start working as a hairdresser. So it's a a rolling bomb here. So talk about that, because I know people are going to be very, very curious to find out more details about your school.
Right. Thank you for asking, Liz. Well, yeah. So what I did not reinvent anything. The same course that I did, all the modules. I remembered I had my binder, I got it out. And so I know now this is going to have to be all online. So I just turned those modules over into video productions, and I did hire some instructors that are very versed in what they do, like a lawyer to explain all the legal things. How do I register my business? Am I going to be a sole proprietor? Am I going to want it to be registration, all the legal things that you need to do, all the government papers you need to have. So I got the professionals, because I can't be professional in everything, right? So I got the professionals to do video presentations. So it's all 7 modules. You can do individual modules. For some people, it's for 14 days, because I feel 14 days is a good time frame, that if you really focus, I want to start a business, or I want to learn how to pull my business online, it doesn't take that long. And basically, you just, what it is provided through a course software, and I provide a link for the software, and you go for 14 days, and just like you're in class, you take notes, you learn everything you need to learn. And yeah, it's very simple, very easy, and you start your business. And so I'm very, very excited about that. That's like my little baby. Like, honestly, I feel like I said, this is just a gift that I can give back to women, that to let them know that they, if I can do it and be successful, they can do it. And now it's like very easy. Like, everything is virtual, everything is video productions. It's not hard to run a business online. Yeah, there might be competition, but each person is unique in how they do their business, how they promote their brand. And so there's so many, you're not left
Mm-hmm.
out, right? You just need to learn the different techniques and how to promote yourself on the internet and share space. Like, you know,
So on that note, how to promote? So people are probably very curious and wondering: is there a website? Is there a link that you can provide us? I do have right now
yeah,
your link,
they
which
can
is
go
on the
on
screen right now. I'm not sure
yes,
if that's the
they
link.
That is correct. They can go to my Instagram bio, LinkedIn bio, and all the information is there. If somebody think they need more information about how to access the course, how to get registered, they just need to send me a calendar invite, and we will do a Zoom, and I get to know, talk, chat to them, find out, they want to do it, why they want, just have a little more detail about what some of their goals are, and all they need is to pay is $349. And like I said, it's they can do individual courses, which is $49. Very, very affordable. So it's very easy to get in touch with me. I'm on all the social media platforms. Shelley Jarrett one on Instagram, Shelley Jarrett Facebook. So, and I'm on LinkedIn, Shelley Jarrett on LinkedIn. So I'm also on Twitter. But so I'm very easy to find.
And we will have here, there is a link to her website. If you see it on the screen, is link 3 at Shelleys. So it's right on the screen for you to be able to reach. And also on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook fan page, the links is there as well for you to be able to reach. So the feedback, you've been doing this now since COVID, I assume, right? You've been doing this since
this was
a couple of months.
This
What
started,
is
yes, in July.
So what is
Well,
the
people have been
feedback and what is the response of people, taking the workshops, going through your courses and in coming out of it? Because, this will be so important for people that are watching right now and saying, incredible. I've heard this feedback and this, I've learned so much and I was able to advance in my business this way. So what's the feedback that you're getting from people?
Well, what the feedback is, yes, I've had people that has taken the course. Some of them are overseas, actually, because it's, opens global. And some of the feedback is people are still trying, because of this COVID situation and this second wave, people are trying to navigate themselves, get themselves organized. Things are not as easy to get to certain, like, say, for just to give an example, they may need to register their businesses, and there's a little, depending on the office, they may not get through. But the feedback from the course itself has been very, very good. So it gives me a lot of encouragement, and I'll continue to do it. Like, yeah, I'll
Beautiful.
continue to do it because it's very good. It's very basic, very easy to navigate. As it, just that once you have a business name, you know exactly what kind of business that you want to have. And we're also offering 10 weeks of business coaching. So
Oh,
that is
wow.
in addition to signing up. Anybody that signs up, in addition to the instructor that gives the business plans in course,
Mm-hmm.
you get additional 10 weeks of coaching, so coaching along the way, maybe information as like, how do I navigate the government system to get all my forms done, things, tips like that. So it's very successful.
I love it. I love it. And one of the things is because people can take this course worldwide,
Mhm.
obviously the law will apply different for different countries,
Exactly,
but
yes.
the
The
basic,
basics
how
are still the same. Yes, the
the
basics are the
basic how to
same.
start and how to navigate and how to navigate
Yeah,
in social media,
and
that is pretty much the same across the world.
yeah, and whether you want to be a sole proprietor or you want to incorporate, not incorporate, you're running a nonprofit, all the different things that you need and different tools that you need. But the basic is, once you have a business idea, to write it down and then you take it from there. All the tools are available. And
Beautiful.
most things are online, you just Google. It's not difficult at all.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Well, it's
make Google your best friend.
it's a lot easier to it's to have everything handed to you for you to be able to work on it, that you
Yes.
spend in hours, hundreds of hours right now, because a lot of people are saying, we're working a lot more now that
They
we're
don't. People
quarantine on
don't have that
COVID,
much time, and then
then
with the kids being,
exactly. There is
and
not a lot of time. So, Shelley, what do you foresee for the future? Now, we talked a little bit, you mentioned something, this is a way of the future. And I believe that you're right. This is going to be for a little while. I mean, if we go back to, the Spanish flu, that was a 2-year pandemic. People forget because it was in the 1800s.
mm-hmm.
But I see this being the new norm. A lot of people don't agree with me, but that's just my personal perspective. But how do you foresee the future when people going back to the office and people going back to the school? People, I honestly, until there is a vaccine, and if there is going to be one, because way back then and the Spanish flu, we didn't have one. We just the people got immune to it, sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
But how do you foresee the future for people that are watching right now and they think, oh, this will pass, or I'll go back to the office, or I'll get my job back, or people don't know that being on a camera right now, that is training for you to
Oh,
do
yes.
that possible interview with a prospective employer, or sell your home. So people don't see the big picture. But I would like to find out from you, how do you foresee the future?
For me, I think I need to let women know. And I mean, we're all in this together. I am learning as I go along. I don't know more than anyone else, but we're not going to go back to the way things were. So this is what it is. Get used to it and keep moving. Honestly, it's a lot on our shoulders. Us women, we have to carry a lot. We are caregivers. We're constantly running around, taking care of the home, taking care of the kids, taking the care of stuff out there. It's a lot going on. And so this is the time women really need to work together, look out for each other. And this that's one of the reasons why I'm in a good space right now. Maybe when 20 years ago I was not able to support women the way I can now. I have a media platform, and that's each day I get up and I said, Lord, what would you have me do today? Who can I help today? And that's the space that I'm in right now, is just supporting as many people, walking in my purpose. My purpose is to take a small part of society and do the
Mhm.
best that I can do with it, because my goal is to leave a legacy that I've done
Mhm.
something to move our society forward, pay it forward to the next generation. I really
Mhm.
see most things is online right now. A lot of the retail stores are closing, and that tell us we got to buy online. And we also have to be very careful of how we navigate the internet, because you don't really know who is on the other side of it. So we still need, it's hard. We need that connection. And
Mhm.
that's why we need to continue to have groups,
Yes.
and spaces where women can speak. Like, for example, November 25th, I'm working with I'm a advisory to a wonderful nonprofit organization out of Ottawa that is doing some awesome work. And we've declared November 25th as the National Day of Recognition for survivors of financial abuse and economic abuse, because during COVID, we've always had domestic violence and violence against women, and it was sort of covered. They didn't do much about
Wow.
it. It was a pandemic before COVID, and now that COVID came, it became a bigger issue, because a lot of women were trapped at home with their abusers. And what do they do?
Yes.
Like, so, and one of the things that was hidden, we talk about emotional abuse, psychological abuse, but financial abuse is a big one, and that's the one that's not talked about. But that's one of the most important ones, because now we found a lot of these women were trapped. Men are taking, advantage, taking away their money, running up their credit. So we've declared November 25th as, yeah. So it's in Ottawa right now. We just passed something in the parliament about it, so it would be declared. We have a few uh, of the provinces that's come on board, that they proclaim it to be November 26th. So you're going to see a lot of information, me putting out a lot of marketing and a lot of information about it. So that's just another cause that I've taken up. I mean, women's issues, there's so many. And so, like I said, let's take each one, if each one of us take a small part of empowering women and getting them to the next level where they need to get to, I think we would have done our job. So, moving forward, I'm optimistic, but I'm growing with everybody what's going to happen. And we always have to prepare ourselves for what's going to happen. And we have to take care of our kids and educate our kids as to it's a
Yes.
new world. And we just have
Yes.
to appoint ourselves to it and just go with the flow. And we do our prayers every day and ask God to give us life that we can do more. So,
Yes.
it's not going to be the way it was before. It's just
No,
can't. It's just, yeah, it's too
it's going to be
much. And
impossible.
I don't know when this pandemic would go away. I hope it goes away very soon, but they're saying we have another year of it, or with this second wave now is even scarier than the first wave. So we really have to protect ourselves, take care, follow the rules, as I say, wash your hands, wear your mask, limit your interaction, and at least those minor things can save us and give us a little more light, because nobody wants to get sick,
Absolutely not.
right?
One of the things that I love what you said, Shelley, is that you want to be able to leave a legacy. And
Oh
I love
yes.
about that you. And for sure, I am 100% for sure
Mhm.
that you are doing that and you will leave a legacy. And what you're doing right now would definitely help a lot. If I have two teens, my girls,
Yes,
and,
it's grown. Yes,
I'm trying to prepare them for the new world that is to come.
yes, yes.
Things are changing and they need to adapt. And one
Mhm.
of the things that I noticed that a lot of people have difficulties is adapting, it's changing, it's realizing that you have to, reinvent things because they're not going to be the same, at least for a little while. So
Yeah.
leaving the legacy is very important to you and it's very
Yes.
important to me.
Yes. And I've had to learn so many things, especially I'm not a tech person, but I've had to learn little things along the way. I've had to learn to navigate Instagram. I've had to learn to do Zoom. I mean, I've never did Zoom before. I did Skype, but I didn't do Zoom, but I gotta that's the real world now. Everything, meetings are, I'm doing like 3 or 4 Zoom per day. Sometimes it's just meeting after meeting, but that's the new life now.
And I hear you. I hear that. I guess that's that again. That is the new norm. We need to adapt. We need to make sure that we follow for us not to be left behind, for our business to continue to grow, and
Hmm.
for our children to be able to see in us that even though we have challenges, the internet and social and tech savvy is not part of us, but we have to. And I had to learn, to be here on StreamYard and Zooms and all of that good stuff, because I can't be in a networking place interviewing people because there is no networking place, there is no event, there is no uh, a place for singers and songwriters. That's one of my biggest
Hmm.
part
Yes,
of my show is to
it's good.
interview singers and songwriters, and they're not performing. So I
No,
feel for
it's
them.
yes, it's
I
been
feel for them
hard.
because
Artists, any
it is very
entertainment,
difficult.
hospitality, anything to do with people, any business, it's hit us hard, real hard. Like some days you don't know, like, do I go forward? It's very, sometimes it can be confusing too. Like, you just don't know what to do. You
Mhm.
just go with the flow for that day. And you said, okay, well, I did this
It's
day. Let's
true.
see what tomorrow brings. You take it day by day, to be honest, day by day. And you try to be
Yes, you
upbeat
take it
and
day by day. One
call your
of the
friends,
things
call
that I
your
really
family.
want, yeah,
Yeah,
and
you know, make sure your family is okay, and, do the best you can every day. Like I said,
absolutely. But I don't want to
we're all in
leave
this
everyone.
together.
I don't want to leave everyone here with a sour taste that this show is all
No, not at
about
all.
making it while we're doing, while we're navigating the COVID-19 and we're succeeding and people are reinventing themselves. You can see here by
Yes.
Shelley's example how much she's have accomplished, although we're struggling through this time. So I want to be able to inspire you somehow. So how about connecting with Shelley, getting into her website? She's all over social media. Her website is here. Um, in right on the screen, and also will be on our YouTube channel, Facebook fan page of the LizyT Show. And if you have question, you can always connect with her directly. I can tell you she's very, very prompt to answer, and
Mhm.
she's on the dot. It looks like she's on social 24/7. I hope you're not.
I'm
And
not.
she will be able to answer any of your questions that you may have. Highly recommend her workshop, her online classes, because
Mhm.
we all have to learn. And if somebody gives it to you already chopped up, ready for you to consume, I think it will save you time, will save you money, and it
Mhm.
will definitely keep you learning. And that's really what you need to continue your business. On that
Mhm.
note, Shelley, I would like to for you to give us words of wisdom. And I know you are a Christian person, you are a servant. You were saying, Lord, you wake up every morning saying, Lord, what do you want me to do? That how would you like me to do? And that's very commendable, very much. Praise God for that. But
Mhm.
how would you what would you say for somebody who's watching now or will be watching later on, and
Right.
how could they keep going and pursue their dreams?
Yeah, I would say, just be kind to you. First of all, be kind to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Take one day at a time. Stick to your goals. It doesn't matter if people don't believe in you. You believe in yourself. We're all called here for a purpose. Just know that you're born with purpose. And sometimes it takes a while to find your purpose, but you will find it, because this is our reasons for being on this earth. So be positive, have positive people around you, and go for the goal. Never give up. Take every day as the last day. Just don't give up. Just, even if you try it 100 times, trust me, it will work. And you would have learned a lot of things during that 100 times, and you come out the winner in the end. So that's what I would like to say. Stay positive, stay true to yourself, and walk in your purpose every day.
And that's incredible, Shelley. Thank you so much. I love it. One
Thank
of the things I've heard everything here on the show, but one of the things that I don't hear often, and you said it, is find your purpose. And a lot
you.
of us, they scramble, they jump from one shiny star to the other, and they don't see what is my purpose. And that's a good question. I love when you said that, and that's a really good words of wisdom. What is my purpose? What am I being put on this earth to do? If you ask that question, I can guarantee you God will give you the answer, and
You
it will
will. You
come
sure will.
somehow, whether in
Yes,
a
it
dream or
will.
somebody will talk to you, will come somehow. So
Mhm.
stay focused and ask that question. What am I to do today? And I'm sure that you
Why
probably
am
will
I
do it.
here?
You're
Why
not
am I
aware.
here? Your goal in life should find out, why am I on this earth? What is my purpose here? What is my reason here? And you will get the answer. Trust me.
Yes, I agree with you 100%.
Yes.
Shelley, once again, you have me. You've given me again more inspiration that I bargained for, which is
Thank you.
awesome. I honor you, admire you, or bless you because you've keep doing great things, and having this workshop online to help hundreds of people. It's incredible. You're doing so many things all the time, and I'm wondering how do you have the time? But you just said it. You just manage. You learn
Yeah.
how to get on Zoom calls, and I admire you for that. I think you're doing a phenomenal job, and it's been an honor again to talk to you here via our YouTube channel.
Thank you
And it
so
will,
much for having me. I'm truly, truly honored.
oh, my pleasure, my dear, my
It's
pleasure.
been
Have
it's
a
been eight
blessed
years,
weekend.
8 years coming. 8 years, because I met you when I first started the business. So this is a good sign.
Wow, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a blessed weekend. Enjoy. Say hi to your amazing husband,
Thank
and
you
we'll
so
talk to
much.
you soon. And
Yeah, have a good one. Thank you.
bye bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Uh,
Hello. So that was it, everyone. Shelley Jarrett, it was in the house. My goodness. I am so, so happy that she was here with us today. Please check out her website. Check it out. Is linktree.ee/Jarrett double TS. It's right on the screen. So you can't miss it. And make sure that you do follow her if you are interested in being part of her workshop. Please connect with her. It's worth it. We all need it. I need help. And from you that probably are struggling to learn new tools to help your business, to help your career, I am pretty sure that her workshop will be unbelievably beneficial to you. And that's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an honor, a blast, a pleasure being here with you again today. Join us on Monday. We have a singer-songwriter from the States, and I can't wait to talk to them. It's a group. And have a phenomenal and blessed weekend. Bye-bye, everyone. And by the way, thank you so much, Dr. Grant, for sponsoring this show. Without your contribution, the show could not be possible.
Meet Professor George Grant, PhD, Canada's wellness. Meet Professor George Grant, PhD, Canada's wellness expert ambassador, scientist professor, former quarantine officer with Health Canada, FDA and CDCA, international best-selling celebrity author of 13 books, including the Guinness World Records holder of 126 best-selling authors signing simultaneously. Would you like to improve your sleep, reduce your pain, manage your stress anxiety, reduce the dependency on prescription and over-counter medications, and reverse any challenge naturally? Among 7+ billion people on Earth, we have our unique fingerprints. It is time to leave our unique imprint on everyone.